What up, squad? What up,
I love that.
gang?
I was like, hey,
You was
hey, hey
vibing
to
over
that
there,
beat.
weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Vibing.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was. Sorry. I was distracted because I'm trying to find out if Brittany Griner's a Jew.
Mo's gonna get us kicked off before we even start, and it won't even be my fault.
You know what? Wait, while we wait for people to come in here, okay, let me just say this. So don't hate me, but I might just change my bio like on Instagram to Afro Latino. You want to know why?
I gotta hear this.
because because I was listening to Jesse Lee Peterson, like one of our favorite people, and he was doing like
JLP.
yeah, it was an old interview with Nick Fuentes, and Nick Fuentes's at the time his bio said Afro Latino, and Jesse was like, "You look white," and Nick said, "Yeah, but I'm 2% African, and it helps me avoid the algorithm." And I was like, "Wait a minute." So you're telling me the white privilege doesn't work for you, the Latino privilege doesn't work for you, the black privilege, the Afro part of the Latino works
Mm,
for you. So,
maybe I should do that. How would I label it though?
well, you are black. So, what the hell?
Yeah, but it's got to be something like I have to be extra like you guys. It can't just be Afro. Like I'm not African.
Right. Right. Well, maybe you need to figure out where your roots come from.
I did a whole show on that. You missed it.
You did?
I actually traced back my entire lineage, and my
Uh-huh.
folks are native to America. They're from the Choctaw and Chickasaw tribes. Not even from Africa. Psh. I felt robbed when I found that out. By the way,
Chickasaw. Okay. So you could be like a I don't know, dude.
it was
You know
actually
what?
pretty cool to find out.
Maybe you should put the J word in your bio.
Maybe I should.
You
I
know,
could technically be Jew.
remember when you had the Ukrainian flag? Maybe you should switch it out for
Oh,
the you
see,
think?
Mo inspired me. I'm gonna do it. I'm
No,
gonna
guys,
do
you're
it,
not late.
folks.
You're not late to the stream. We're just chit-chatting it up while you guys file up in here because
Yeah,
we wanted to give you some time. Do we look good? Do we sound good? Everybody give us a thumbs up in the comments or something. So you're gonna change. So Sudi is gonna change. Remember how she had the Ukrainian flag? She's now going to do the Jewish
the
star,
Jewish. Hey, this is what we're
the
doing.
Jerusalem
The flag of Israel, and I
the
bet you
flag.
maybe that will get the algorithms off my butt if I'm like, hey, I'm pro Israel.
Right. Maybe we just need to put the whole Israel flag in our background instead of the somewhere in the middle.
You know what? Let's try that too. Maybe that'll work.
Let's just see what that does for us. Let's just do a little. I'm gonna log into our we're doing a live experiment here. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. We're doing a live experiment online to see if we change our bio pictures and some small little tweaks in this live, if maybe we'll get more viewers.
Maybe. Hey, I will say when I put the infamous 3 words that Kanye West said on Twitter, I won't say it because we're on YouTube and they'll say you're anti-Semitic. I got lots and lots and lots of viewers. That night was crazy. I wish I could
Yeah.
do that again.
Yeah.
Oh, Twitter.
Okay. Yes, we are allies. Woo woo. My family is oh, you got some of your kinfolk in here.
Nice.
You got some of your
Look at
kinfolk in here.
y'all. See?
Okay. Dang,
Choctaw.
I don't even see our live. I don't know what the hell.
It takes a while for it to pop up on IG. I'm not exactly sure why,
Yeah.
but as long as you see it on the alternate screen, it
Mhm.
should be good.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
guys. Here it
Okay.
is. Can't say I don't care about the Jews. You ready? I did.
Wow. That's a hell of a statement.
It is, right? Psh,
Look
it's
at
gonna
that.
change any moment now. You can
Sunni's
look at my
down,
ghetto
dude.
screen too. My
Sunni
screen is
is
messed
down.
up. The
All right,
Jewish
everybody.
flag.
If you're watching from YouTube, please make sure to give this a like while you're coming in here. And also, please make sure to give hearts and Instagram. Keep commenting because the more you guys are active, the better for us. And if you want to maybe put the Israel flag in your bio, that might help us too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Let
Okay?
everyone know that we're pro Israel here.
We're pro Israel. We love the
Shout
Jews.
out to Liddell, Truth in the Media Company. That's the
Shout out
umbrella that
Liddell.
we're under. Shout out to Liddell.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, today we're going to talk about a few trending topics. We're going to talk about this firefighter in Kansas City that got gunned down, killed by a woman who was trying to protect her boyfriend who was in a scuffle with the firefighter. And we're going to go into that story with you guys in just a second. Then we're going to talk about the NBA doing a birthday shout out for Brittany Griner.
Why we don't know why. It's pretty cringe if you
Why?
ask me.
Yeah, we don't know why that's happening. And then what was the other topic? See how quickly I forget?
We had Saucy Santana and Lil Nas X. That is
Yes, the
going to be
grind.
another topic.
Yeah, there's a grind video that we're going to watch.
Ugh.
All right. So let's start off with this story right here. So this again happened in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Woman fatally shot a firefighter in Independence, Kansas City, and she will not face charges for this. So Suni is showing the video right now. Do we have sound for this video so we
We
can play
do.
it? All
We
right, she's gonna
do.
play the video so you guys can watch it.
Pulled out a gun and ultimately killed Anthony Santee.
Let it go! Let it go! Stop! Stop!
Cell phone video captured some of that fight between 41-year-old Anthony Santee and 23-year-old Javon Taylor.
Bro, what are you doing, bro?
Witnesses tell KNBC the fight may have lasted as long as 10 minutes.
Get up! My kid's in this car! Stop! You killing him!
Javon Taylor's girlfriend pulled out a gun and ultimately killed
Chokehold.
Anthony Santee.
Mm.
Let it go!
So we can let this play in the background, but what are your thoughts? I think I'm more versed in this than you are. What are y'all? What are your thoughts?
My personal thoughts. So I watched this like for the first time yesterday when you sent it to me. And I watched it a couple times and then I read the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, my understanding is just for you guys that don't know, is that these two men were inside of a liquor store and allegedly the black guy said something to a female in the store. We don't know if it was a worker. We don't know if the female was somehow associated with this firefighter. But the firefighter said something to the guy. There was some type of verbal back and forth in the store. The black guy walks out of the store. The firefighter pursues him out of the store. And then this happens. Okay. Now, I want you guys to look at this real quick. Look at this chick's gun for a second. Okay. Look at the pistol she has. Let me see, because there's an angle where you can
And
see the full thing.
extended clip.
This is a pistol with an extended clip. Now, not that this plays a part in my opinion. However, what you need all that for, girl? what kind of drive-bys you doing? Because if you got an extended clip like that, that's some drive-by activity. Okay. So I'm just gonna say that because that speaks to something. I don't know what it speaks to. Okay. I just took note of that. Now, other than her using that weapon to kill this guy, okay, I just took note of the fact that there was an extended clip. Somebody says it's not a clip. Maybe it's a
Extended
flashlight.
magazine. Sorry, people get
Sorry,
all
extended
technical. It's
magazine.
not a clip. Listen, extended
Sorry,
magazine.
magazine.
Okay.
Magazine.
Sorry for all the
Okay.
gun enthusiasts.
Now, as far as I know, these two gentlemen that are fighting on the floor don't have a weapon in their hands. So, me personally, I kind of feel like she should have just stayed out of it and let them fight it out.
Hmm?
Like, we need to bring back fighting, like duking it out, like good, clean fist fighting
Mhm.
between two guys. Let them work it out and get it over with. Okay. Why she was screaming and getting all crazy, I don't know. And I wonder if there's more to the story that we don't know. But I feel like, once again, a woman is escalating this situation farther than it had to be. Now, that being said, I'm going to say this. I don't think the firefighter should have followed him out of the store. I think he should have left it there. And if there was a concern, he should have called the police. Just
Mhm.
like we tell everybody else, it wasn't his place to go and engage this gentleman outside of the store. Now, if this would have happened inside of the store, my opinion might have been a little bit different. But the fact that he pursued him means he now has escalated the situation unnecessarily. What do you think?
I agree with you. And if we're going to be concise, because I believe in telling the truth, um, her reaction falls within the letter of the law, and it's in the use of force in defense of persons. So this is actually a Missouri law. And
Hmm.
you guys can go look this up. It says a person may, subject to the provisions of subject two, and this is subsection two of the section that I'm reading. It says use physical force upon another person when and to the extent he or she reasonably believes such force to be necessary to defend themselves, him or herself, or a third person, which is what the chick in this video represents. A third person from what he or she reasonably believes to be a use or imminent use of unlawful force by such person. So if she feels like, hey, their life is under threat, kind of like how cops do, right? If they
Hmm.
feel like this is enough force to give back because they feel like something's going to end their life, then they have every right to shoot. This is also the
Hmm.
stand your ground law that is enacted in Florida. Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin. These situations happen, and I do agree with you. She should have just sat back. But I can also understand her perspective of watching him be in a chokehold, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
I get both sides. And I don't
I
think
do.
there's any winner here. It sucks that she escalated it. And actually, to give clarity, there was an incident that happened inside the store where the clerk was telling the suspect, hey, we don't have the cigar that you're looking for. So pretty much he was looking for a Rello. He wanted to roll up some weed. They didn't have this the particular cigar he wanted. He got irate.
Hmm.
And the firefighter who lost his life, unfortunately, decided to intervene and ask him to leave the store, to which this guy goes to his car and gets the gun. This is where your opinion of why did you engage outside of the store comes
Right.
in. You see he's going to get a gun, go mind your business. We can't
Hmm.
always play the hero because people are crazy out here and you don't know if he would have shot you or not.
Right.
You don't know.
Yep. Yep. I agree. Now, real quick, not to change the subject, but I don't see us on Instagram.
You don't.
Do you?
Look on your screen. It does it say stop stream or go live anywhere?
Nope.
It doesn't even show that we're live.
Oh, you're talking about on my
Yeah,
phone, or are you talking?
on the other screen that you have the Insta feed on. It should
Oh,
show
hold on.
whether we're on or not.
I mean, I see something in that screen,
Mhm.
but I don't see it, and I saw somebody mention in the comments that they don't see us on
Hmm.
Instagram.
Okay. I'll mess with it while we're talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty. I think it is what it is. The law. She was in the right of the law to protect herself or somebody else that she was with.
Mhm.
Um, if I were him, I would have done something differently. The firefighter, and if I were her, I would have done something differently. To tell you the truth, but I guess in today's climate, in today's day and age, you know, that kind of skews the thinking a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
we're live on Instagram, by the way. We're
okay,
good.
all right.
No, I agree with you. This is a it's actually just it's a really sad case because someone lost their life. Um
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
trying to play hero and you just like you can't. People have to determine when and where these things are, I guess, a necessity. If he's not physically harming her,
Mm-hmm.
who cares what words he's spewing to her behind a she's behind a freaking register. I'm
Right.
sure she's got weapons back there. So hey bro, you want to come over here and act a fool? Let's go. I might shoot the shit out of you. And then she would have been in self-defense because she felt like her life was under attack. But
So let me tell you what I'm reading here. I just looked at an article just posted about an hour ago from Kansas City News, and it says the off duty Kansas City firefighter was 41-year-old Anthony Santee. He was on top of and restraining a 23-year-old man in a chokehold outside of the gas station when a woman left the vehicle she was in, yelled at the man to try to break up the fight, and fired around and hit Santee in the back. So see, that makes me wonder, was she even with this guy, or she was just like some like regular person in the car?
I don't know. I mean, to me, when I watch it,
She looks
she
like that's
takes
her.
the yeah, right. They look like they know each other, and she takes the weapon from him that's in his hand. Like she removes a weapon that he's holding. So
So that weapon in her hand is she took it from who?
she took it from the guy who's being in the chokehold because that was the
Okay.
weapon that he initially grabbed from his car.
Okay, so she's not running drive-bys 'cause
He
because no,
technically is.
or he technically is. I mean, but I heard her yelling, "My kids or something are in the car."
Yeah, the
That's what I
kids are in
heard
the
her say.
car.
The kids are in the car. So she got out. Man, she got out and grabbed the gun. She could have risked herself getting shot.
That's what I'm saying. But you know what? Like I just read the law. This is a law. This is a statute in
Mhm.
Missouri. Prosecutors and the defense, they rest on this being a self-defense case. Now, what they did
Yeah.
say is we are not pursuing charges on second-degree murder because we have no clue if she actually
Mhm.
felt his life was in danger, which falls under the letter of the law, or
Mhm.
it's something else. So I think this is going to be open to investigation, sort of. They're going
Mhm.
to probably talk to her, talk to him, get witnesses on the scene. But for right now, they're not going for second degree murder charges. And I don't have a problem with this ruling. I don't.
This is kind of similar to the Kyle Rittenhouse situation
Yes,
in a
I would
way.
agree.
Yeah,
I would
kind of
agree.
similar to that. Yep.
You're off
Stand
duty.
stand your
You have him
ground.
in a chokehold. He thinks his life is going to end because you got him in a chokehold. So the third person is allowed to shoot if they feel you're harming this person's life.
Right. So here's what the actual like section that pertains to this says. It says a person may, subject to the provisions of subsection 2, use
Mhm.
physical force upon another person when and to the extent he or she reasonably believes. That's
Yep.
a key part right there. Such force to be necessary to defend himself or
Or
herself
herself.
or a third person
Yep.
from what he or she reasonably believes to be the use or imminent use of unlawful force. So the word reasonably believes is a word that we
Yes.
often hear when we discuss these situations. So yeah.
And I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest before we end this subject. Police get to use the exact same excuse.
True.
So anybody who's going to come to this conversation and be like, "Oh, well, she killed it," she's doing exactly what officers do if they feel like their life is threatened. What do? They shoot and ask
Yeah.
questions later. So the law worked in the favor of the citizen at this point. And I'm sorry, rest in peace to this guy. I know his family's suffering a loss. He has children, but this should be a cautionary tale that you don't need to engage in everything,
Yep.
especially verbal spaz, bro. Now, if he was knocking her block off, okay, get involved. But
Mhm.
it's words, man. Don't
I
lose your
know.
life over no words. Come on.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? I guarantee you. So I didn't see the story until you kind of brought it to my attention. I kind of seen it, but it wasn't anything that piqued my interest.
Yeah.
But I won't put it past people to start finding out who this black gentleman is and start posting
Criminal record.
his criminal record, right? Which you guys don't do that. Like try, we got to look at these cases just from a legal standpoint, like we always
Yeah.
talk about. Just look at it from the legal standpoint. Don't pay attention. Pretend like you don't even know who each person is and what they look like. You just know what the situation is
Right.
because that plays no part. Like I said, that gun looked a little suspect to me. That pistol looked a little suspect to me, but he wasn't committing a drive-by then. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
just saying, was he on his way? It doesn't matter. It's what happened in that moment.
Right.
So, yeah.
Man, rest in peace to this guy's
Yeah, he's got
seriously,
a young
condolences
baby.
to his family. I'm not trying to be cold because you never know when a family member could watch this and be like, "Oh, they don't care." It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying pick and choose your battles, bro.
Mhm.
Not
Mhm.
everything is worth you risking your life. It's
Yep.
not. Please don't do it. Please don't. Thank you. Shout out to M Benz. I got the dopest manager in the game, bro. Just saying. I see you in the chat.
What did she say? GNI. What
This
is
looks
that?
amazing. She put the A.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang, she's doing like a little cheer. Give me a G. All right. That's funny.
He said, "Oh
Oh
yeah,
man.
people will try to spear his name." Exactly. That's
Mhm.
the first. I'm waiting for it. I'm actually shocked we haven't seen it yet. I'm actually waiting for conservatives to pick this story up and be like, excuse me," because you know what they're gonna
Mhm.
do? They're gonna flip. If this
Yeah.
guy was a black firefighter and the suspect was white, and the woman was white, it would be completely different. Now, is that true? Absolutely, it's true. But does that
Mhm.
mean that it's racially motivated? No, this right here was a situation where he's in a chokehold, bro. I can't say that I probably wouldn't have done the same if I feel
Mhm.
my husband's life is in danger and you're literally choking him and I'm telling you to stop and you're not stopping and he doesn't have a weapon. What are you detaining him for? Like, what's the purpose of you doing all this? That's what I
Right.
would be thinking. You're not a
Yep.
police officer. You're not going to arrest him. So what are you accomplishing?
Yep.
Well, he said something to a woman in the store. Fuck off. So what?
So JC said, "How do you pin a comment on this
I
thing?"
can pull it up
Okay. How do you
right
do it?
there.
And I can't do it. What the heck?
So you go to chat and then you can mess with the comments.
Okay, well, you'll have to teach me that later. Anyways, JC said, I wonder if this would change if the firefighter saw the gun and was the only one who actually was defending himself to begin with. Again, we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened in the store,
Right.
but obviously they know enough to know they're not going to press charges on this woman. So,
They did look at multiple camera angles. They do, and I don't know if they're going to release this to the public, but they do see the interaction inside. There is no weapon brandish inside the store. He doesn't pull it out until he gets outside of the store. And once again, this is an off-duty firefighter. You
mhm,
can't arrest someone for saying something that hurts someone's feelings. Like
right.
you can't. And like you said, Mo, in the beginning, if he was asked to leave the store and he didn't, they should have just called the police. Leave it
Mhm,
alone. Let police
mhm.
deal with it.
Yep. That's what we always tell people, right?
The police
We
deal
always
with
say
it.
that. Let the police deal with it. That's what they do.
Let's
All
see.
right. Let's see what other comments we got to address here. If the firefighter was black and a white woman shot him, it would be labeled as a racist hate crime. That's facts. We'll see what happens. Oh, I agree with that. I
Yeah.
agree with that because we like to make everything about race.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be just as bad if people start posting this dude's criminal record.
Criminal record. Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm sure somebody's going to notice the pistol and the clip cuz now that
The
I've noticed it.
magazine. The gun people are going to be like, it's not a clip.
Sorry, magazine.
The
My bad.
magazine.
Whatever. Tomato, people. Oh, man. All right. Should we move on to the next one?
Let's move on.
Okay. Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner. Are you going to play the video?
I'll play the video first. So you guys will see a raw reaction because I have not watched this in its entirety. I'll be honest with you. I cut it off as soon as I saw it. Let
It's
me
lame.
refresh. It actually hurts my heart to see
Platform and the opportunity to shout out a very special member of the basketball community. Brittany Griner's birthday is today. She's 32 years old. We want to continue to let her name be known, and we pray that it's been 243 days since she's been wrongfully incarcerated in Russia. We hope that she comes home soon and everybody's doing their part to get her home.
Bro, you a grown man. Your hopes and prayers are gonna go up in flames because she pled guilty. If she was on trial fighting this, then I'd be like, okay, maybe she got a fighting chance. She pled guilty.
Yep.
She had the stuff in her bag. She pled guilty to that stuff, and now she's doing time in prison. What do you mean wrongfully convicted? Wrongfully incarcerated? What do you mean, Stephen Curry? Put some bass in your voice, bro.
Our platform.
Shout out to Tatum, bro. You kept put a
Shout
stack on
out.
it real quick. Shout out to Tatum.
Yeah. You guys gotta go watch Tatum's whole video on that. On his
He
YouTube
said,
channel. It was hilarious.
he
He
said
said,
you a grown ass man.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing more to say than this was the stupidest, like the biggest waste of time. And the other thing that Tatum said was, like, look at the message that you're sending. Like, you're the NBA. Like, look at the message you're sending to kids. Like, oh, go get caught with drugs in your backpack, do some illegal shit in another country, and we're still gonna celebrate your ass. Nobody cared, you guys. Come on, be honest in the comments, dude. Nobody knew who Brittany Griner was before this happened. Why are people acting like women's basketball is even a factor?
I'm
God.
sorry. This is actually really funny to me because I didn't hear Tatum's part. He said, come on, man. He said,
Come on, man.
come
Put some
on,
bass,
dog. You a grown
put
ass
some
man.
bass in
Hey,
your voice.
I was disappointed in Steph Curry, bro. Like, You're the one person in the league in front
Light
of
skin.
cameras.
Light skin problems.
Hold up, my husband's
It's
light
not
skin. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
They
but you know what?
they not
But
all
you
like that.
Listen, don't ever tell your husband, don't ever let them send you as a representative for some bullshit, okay? Because otherwise you're gonna be known as the light-skinned brother who got sent to say the bullshit.
Oh my
Don't
god.
do it. We always
I'm
do it with the light-skinned people.
Damn, Steph, why you going on bad like that, bro? I will be honest. I have not seen Steph take a woke approach to a lot of the things that have been happening. I did not see him speak on George Floyd. Now I could be missing these things, and you guys can educate me on something. I didn't see him speak on BLM. I didn't see him get involved in any of this. So why are you getting involved in this? And on top of that, let's be honest, the NBA and its players are pandering to the LGBTQ mafia. That is what's happening.
Yeah.
Who cares about Brittany Griner? You took weed to Russia.
Mhm.
And for anybody who's gonna lie and sit here and say, "Oh, it's just one vial," you are tripping. And
No,
even
she
if
had a
it
lot.
was one thing, she knew better. We all know
Yep,
better. You
yep.
can't. You're risking it. That's a risk that you're taking with your life. Like, hey, I could get caught, and I could possibly not get caught. And on the off chance, she got caught.
Listen,
Sorry.
dude, I'm just gonna take a stab at it and say that the Juminati that runs the NBA decided that the light-skinned brother was the one to deliver this message because it was gonna be taken better from him because they done used LeBron. They done used everybody else, okay? Who you shooing away?
My kid, like she's
Oh,
really go.
look at somebody said, "Protect Candace Owens and Yee." They're gonna be just fine, y'all. They're gonna
Man.
be they're gonna be just
Wait,
fine.
can I stop real quick because I feel like really happy right now. No BS. Kanye's publicist just followed me.
What? She didn't follow. Wait, she better follow
Kanye's
me.
publicist just followed me.
I'm the one that told you about
I'm
her.
just saying. Sorry, I had
Hold
to stop
up.
the show for that.
Hold up. What? Wait, Travion, girl, you watching this? Travion, Travion. I'm not gonna give. I don't want everybody bothering her, but Travion, holler at your girl. I don't know why you followed Suni. Where did Suni go? Oh, she got her kids over there. Okay. I don't know why she followed Suni. Let me just check because maybe there was a mistake and maybe my shit's not updating. Hold on. She better have followed me too. Nope. 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 Ain't that some shit? Okay. Well, I guess that's good that she at least followed Suni, even though I'm the one that told her about Suni, or I'm the one that told Suni about her. All right. I'm a little
Sorry.
salty.
Sorry. I'm hype right now.
Listen, hit her up. Hey, listen, we need to talk after this. I'm a little salty right now. She better get to me next.
She saw my name and she was like, "Ooh,
She saw you.
not your
Yeah.
token blacks. I like that."
Yeah, she did see your name.
She
And
probably went to my page too.
she saw my but she saw my stuff and she was like, "No, this bitch ain't the one." I'm just joking.
Oh,
All right.
Steph. Sorry to
Um,
stop the show for that. Okay, back to the topic. Back to the topic.
yeah. Suni's a
Okay,
little
you were
weird.
talking
I
about
like her.
Steph Curry.
I was talking about I was just saying, like, they've used LeBron and they've used all the big names that could come out and say some shit. And they were like, okay, light skin, just get out there and just deliver the message.
I mean, yeah, this was a really pointless announcement, and to do it in the season opener
hmm
is even worse because, like Tatum said, she pled guilty.
Right.
She's not fighting her case. She pled guilty, and I'm not sure if she pled guilty because she didn't want to risk being sentenced longer. But the fact of the matter is, she pled guilty. Brittany Griner is a non-mother effing factor. Who cares?
That's the real point.
Sorry to her family members that lost her for how many years did she get? 10? She got 10 years?
Something like that.
Don't bring
Her
weed to another
wife,
country. I'm just
her wife. And you know what? That's the other theory I have because Brittany is part of the alphabet soup. Is
mhm.
that they have to pander not only to the women but to the alphabet soup people
Mhm.
They gotta show that they're behind them, right? She's got all the things. Like she's black, gay, and what else? 6'9".
That's true.
She's huge.
She ticks off all the boxes, and it didn't work in
She
your
does.
favor. Which look, shout out to Russia though, because Russia doesn't do that whole identity shit. Like, bro, you mess up, you're going to jail. Bottom line, get over it.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
like Putin. I'm pro Putin over here. People who don't like it, it's okay. I'm pro Putin. He lays the law down. He runs his country as such. There is no bending or breaking the rules. You broke a law. Brittany
Yeah.
Griner and Steph Curry, you are falsely incarcerated, bro. She took weed.
Right.
She took
And
weed.
you guys, no country outside of the United States tolerates anything. Like if you break their rules and you are not from their country, well, they don't even care if you're from your country or not. There is zero tolerance for this stuff. Y'all are too like spoiled living in the USA because here we want to hear your side of the story and fair trial. Nah, dude. In some countries, like I was just having a conversation yesterday with a woman who was from Beirut. She was from the Middle East. And
Mhm.
she was telling me what she had to go through to leave her husband. Okay.
Wow.
And they had her like on a hit list because, you can't disobey your husband in those countries. Okay. Once you do, and she took her daughter and she left the country. Once you do
Wow.
that, he has every right to kill you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
So, dude,
wow.
it has nothing to do with the fact that she's black and that racist or that Russia is racist or anything like that. She just broke the law. That's just what it is.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Yeah,
Mhm.
Americans can listen. This is a lesson for Brittany Griner. You said America didn't care about black folks. Well, it looks like Russia doesn't care if you're black either.
Nope. Nope.
Sorry. And you would have had a far better chance of being free in America than you do in another country. So who really embraces blacks? Just saying, blacks are some of the most privileged people on planet Earth compared to other countries. Now we know nuance to those conversations, but that is not a conversation that we're going to have here
Yeah.
today. You messed up, Steph Curry. You look like a beta. I was just talking about how I love Under Armour because of his message and he doesn't sway from it. And now I might
Mhm.
have to rescind that. I just said that live in front of people publicly.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah. I know.
Dang it, Steph. You just messed it up.
Yeah. So, anyways, before we move on to the next topic, you guys make sure to like this. I don't know how many people we have because I can't see anything on
Let me
numbers.
see.
But make sure that you guys like, share this, drop comments, do all that stuff. If you guys have questions you want to ask us anything. We're going to open it up soon. So start thinking about things that you want to ask us. There were some topics that some people wanted us to address that they commented on our Instagram page. So I guess we can get to that also
Okay.
after we do this quick reaction video.
We are going to do a reaction video.
We're
Are you
gonna
guys
do a
ready?
reaction video.
Reaction video. Shout out to the Shade Room. It's a gift that keeps on giving. They always keep me full of content because they post the most degrading, ratchet parts of the black community. No
Yes.
different than black conservatives like to do while putting themselves in a moral high ground. That's neither here nor there. That'll be a subject I get into on my own. Check this out.
Oh
Hold on, let me restart it.
Lord.
I don't know if we'll get flagged for the music, but we'll try. It shouldn't be that long.
Just pause it every so often.
Look at this. Look, bro, what? Bro, what? Please, bro.
Wait, what's this dude's name again? I gotta pull him up. The
Saucy
Saucy
Santana.
Santana. Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. Y'all, first of all, this fool. Okay, I'm about to take over the screen real quick. Because y'all aren't ready for all this. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Where is the share? Stop. It says stop share. Okay, there. Look at this shit. Okay. Look at this degeneracy. Okay. First of all, a man, gay or not, what is this? Okay. Do you have does he have a thong on? He don't even got any tights on. He's got these long ass nails. And then he's got a full beard. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all.
They're all men, bro.
Do you think all these guys are
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Straight
at a
men
concert.
don't dance like that. Sorry.
I don't
Chris
know.
Brown's
They
there.
might.
He's the goat. Usher, they're all dancers. You have never seen them twerk on the stage,
And look at
and they
this.
all
Okay,
like
you see it?
women.
Do you see this up here? Freaking black men, don't ever let yourself be caught in some I don't know what kind of outfit this is.
Butterfly.
A toga and some butterfly wings twerking on stage. Your mother is not going to be proud. And okay, why did they Suni, why did they do the most? Okay, this walking. Oh, and here he is with Lizzo. Here he is.
Hey, they both big, so
Look at that. That stage was struggling right there. You know this is like a temporary you know this is like a temporary, setup, right? You know the people there were probably dudes underneath like fuck, like shit. Like this shit's about to
wait,
collapse on us. Mhm.
you said the stage is struggling.
Oh Lord, they all hang out. They're all friends. Yeah, that video was disgusting.
That stage is struggling.
This is the only talent this dude has is to twerk. And I don't
But
get it. Sometimes
look at Lo. He's got nails, bro.
he's got nails. I don't even know what's going on here.
See, listen. See, I'm gonna say this, and if you're never mind, your YouTube is up here. No, you said the
You
Jumati,
say it. Juminati.
Juminati, Juminati. Okay, this is a Juminati at work, guys.
Mhm.
Why would you perpetuate and promote this to young black minds while complaining about young black people
Look at this.
committing and doing? Come on, bro. How is this going to help? It's not.
It's not
Ill.
gonna help. It's not gonna help, you guys. Like, this is terrible, and the sad part is his audience is probably young kids, just like Lil Nas X is. Oh, Lord. Oh, and you know who that one chick was? Can I even pause this? Hold on. This chick right here, who is that? Nikita Dragon. Suni, this is a whole dude. That's
No.
a dude. That's a dude. His name is Nikita Dragon. Yeah. Look at this. If you're
No.
gonna put on lipstick and shorts, at least shave your beard, bro. Oh, there you go. Booty, 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 booty. That's the music video. Booty. Come on, y'all. Look at this. And then I don't even know who's a dude, who's a I don't know who's who in this video. But guys, you guys are going to clubs getting caught up in this.
I had to cover my virgin eyes. That.
Oh man. I just
Ugh.
lost my I just lost my dinner.
Shout out to Birdman in the chat.
I need a safe space. You got to put all these comments up there.
Woo.
Boom. Bye-bye.
I'm scared. I need a safe space. Who is this? As Buju Banton would
Banton.
say, boom, bye, bye.
How did you know to say that like in an African accent?
Well, he's Jamaican.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. That was Jamaican. My bad.
What? Shaking my head at my people. Are you a part of the Juma, whatever? Look, Mo made this word up. Illuminati, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't make it up. It was Kanye's publicist.
Oh, Kanye's publicist that follows me, by the way.
What?
I'm kidding.
Listen, I'm over here refreshing my shit, trying to see when she's
He's
going to
like,
hit
are you
follow.
going to follow me or not? What is happening?
Right?
What's up, Angry Conservative? Shout out to you for happening to this live. Now, guys, we will be doing this for one more week. All right. One more week. You guys will get to see us on our individual platforms before we solely stream this show on somewhere in the middle. Now, at the bottom of the screen, you will see a ticker Type that in on social media. Follow all of our social media platforms so you can see this show every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Do it right now. Like,
Now,
leave and follow and come back, and then we'll wait.
we will
Damn
be
it,
here, I
Suni.
promise.
Now all I see is this Jewish star in my timeline.
Maybe everyone will
So
change it.
maybe. But you know what? I hate when they follow what you do, because then I think it's you messaging me. Like, when you changed the
Oh,
Ukrainian flag, I was like, "Oh, I think it was there's somebody in the chat here that they changed it on YouTube. It was Make America Great Again." And I was like, "Is that Suni?" Like, I thought the whole time it was you.
nope.
Okay.
Nope.
While these people are following our page, so we had Jackie who sent us a message on our Instagram page on Somewhere in the Middle US. And she said some of the topics she would love to hear us talk about. And I don't know if it's going to be today or someday.
Mm,
She wants to know about homeschooling pros and cons. Neither Suni nor I homeschool our kids other than during the pandemic. That was the only time I did it.
yeah, same here.
But we could get somebody to come on with us that could give a little bit more information if other people want to know that.
Hmm.
Then she wanted to talk about the food pyramid being a lie. And let me just bring up the food pyramid, because
Yeah, this is Mo's lane. I've never
this is
even
because I
dove
want to
into
show
this.
this. Yeah, I want to show this to people. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Juminati's in on this shit too. Dude, I'm questioning everything,
Mo
okay?
needs shirts,
Everything.
Liddell. Mo needs shirts, okay?
Mo,
Juminati.
I need shirts. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have a website, Let's Talk Darling. I haven't updated my merch in a long
You
time.
need to do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So let me just make sure I understand this. So what's at the top of the food pyramid is what you should be getting the most of, or at the
I don't
bottom?
even know.
No,
I would assume at the bottom.
it's at the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna share this food pyramid. We're gonna look at this food pyramid real quick while everybody's subscribing to our channel. Oh God. I don't know how to make this. I hate when these sites do this shit. Like, you click on stuff and then it doesn't take you to what it says it's going to take you to. Okay, here we go. So I don't give a shit about this. All right, so let's take a look at the food pyramid, people. Okay, so assuming that you should be consuming the most, we're going to go that way. Okay, so the food pyramid tells you that you should be eating the most of breads, cereals, and potatoes. The second highest thing you should be eating is fruits and vegetables. Now, a lot of people would be like, okay, that makes sense. But keep this in mind. There is sugar and carbs in fruits and vegetables. Okay. The third thing is milk, cheese, and dairy. That makes sense to me, because I don't think we need to overconsume on dairy, although I love to overconsume on dairy. And then this is what surprised me the most is meat and fish. So basically proteins are second to the least thing that you should be consuming, which is sugars, candies, ice cream, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what sense this makes. You're telling me that I should be consuming not that much meat, more bread?
Yeah,
This is
that will make you
this
fatter.
not to mention processed. They're telling
Yeah.
you should consume the most of processed foods. Unless you're making your own bread and your own pasta from scratch, all of this, and you got your own rice patties, all of this is bullshit.
Yeah.
This actually, in my opinion, should be removed. Like, it shouldn't even be a motherfucking factor. But this should almost be reversed in my mind. I think the meat should be the biggest thing, and then these two things, milk, cheese, and fruit and vegetables, should be pretty much equal. I don't know. So, I mean, it looks like in the chat people agree with me, but I think she wanted to discuss the food pyramid because she said the food pyramid is a lie, and it is. We should be questioning everything, even the food pyramid. All right, I'm done.
No, I was gonna question like potatoes because I know potatoes have natural starch
Yeah.
and such in them.
Hmm.
I think I agree with you on this. The stuff at the bottom that you're supposed to be consuming the most would seem to be the worst for you since we're not growing these things ourselves and they have all sorts of preservatives and extra
Right.
things in them. Yeah. Even when things say gluten free, I'm not always like, let me purchase this because is it
Hmm.
really gluten free or is it just a label on the front?
Well, they're putting something else in there to substitute for the
Substitute.
gluten.
That makes
Same
sense.
thing. Like I never ever buy anything that says low fat or no fat. I never buy anything like that. If I'm going to eat something, it's going to be in its most natural state. Always assume that when something says low fat, no fat, there's something else in there to substitute.
Hmm.
So, same thing with sugar sometimes. Like even sometimes things say sugar free,
Hmm.
but when you look in the ingredients, there is a sugar substitute in there, you
That
know?
is true. I've been looking
So,
at, I think you told me about seed oil, and I had been looking
yeah.
at the oils that I have in my cabinet, and you tend to think that vegetable oil is better, but it's really not. And I'm like, man, I got a ton of oil in here, and I do use a lot of olive oil because I like the way it sautés your vegetables.
Mhm. Mhm. Me too. I do too. But I think olive oil, if you're gonna have an oil, I think olive oil is probably a really good one, and avocado oil is my understanding.
Mm,
But the other types of oils, like the canola oils that people use to fry and vegetable oils, those are like deadly. They
mm,
say I haven't yet given it up yet, but they say that that's really what's making people fat is seed
mm.
oils, and seed oils are in everything.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
it's time for you to grow your own stuff. I
yeah.
don't have the patience to grow my own things in the garden, but I will be going to my mother-in-law's because she is just dope like that. She's got her own garden. She's got a whole setup.
Yeah.
Can I come buy some? Be
That's
knocking
what
on
I
her door.
need.
Let me come buy your stuff.
I need a farmer hookup. Somebody said, "Is raw milk good?" Yes, I heard raw milk is very safe for you. In fact, I think they outlaw you trying to they that you can't get
Really?
raw milk. Yeah,
I've heard other things. That's interesting. I've heard that raw milk has way too many bacterias in it that our bodies can't break down that a
because they're
cow
not used to
can.
it.
Right.
Because it's not used
Because
to it.
it's
Yeah,
baby, listen, it's breast milk for baby cows, all right? I
yeah,
don't think milk is made for human consumption.
yeah.
Is there any nutritional value to milk? Someone could tell me because I have yet to see it. I have never drank milk a day in my life. My
I'm not
bones
a milk
aren't
drinker.
brittle. I'm not falling apart. They say it causes osteoporosis if you don't drink milk, whatever. I
No,
don't buy that.
no. I don't drink milk. I mean, I drank milk obviously when I was a baby, but like beyond
Right.
the baby years, I did not. You know who has a lot of good information on well, she was posting about it. Shout out to
I'll be right
Bryson
back.
and his girlfriend Shakana. If you guys follow Shakana on Instagram or Bryson on Instagram, his girlfriend Shakana, she posts a lot about stuff like this because she's a baker. So she has more knowledge on this stuff than I have. So yeah, follow her. Let me just go through the questions while Suni's away. You need to pasteurize milk to remove gut bacteria from cow mother. Okay. Again, I don't know much about it. So, because I'm not a milk drinker. Raw milk is illegal in Canada. So, yes, it's good, just like the guns. I love it. Buy local. Absolutely. I actually, the one thing that I buy local whenever I can is eggs because I eat a lot of eggs. So, I go through them quite often. And let me just tell you something eating fresh eggs from the chicken, there is nothing like it. There is nothing like fresh eggs. I can't explain to you what it is. One of the biggest differences I noticed when I started eating fresh eggs was the shells are different. They crack really easily. The yolks are a different color. Even the shells are a different color, but the taste is amazing. I don't know why that is, but fresh eggs are the best. Americans have become so unhealthy in the later years. I saw a chart of overweight or obesity, and it started to spike in the 1980s. I believe that. Um, mostly everything is bad for you if you don't portion it. Yeah, see that's the other thing that the food pyramid doesn't really talk about a lot is portions. And I'm willing to bet if you were to ask somebody, they would say a little bit of meat, a lot of vegetables.
Hmm.
When I think it's completely the opposite. I think your body needs more protein than it needs vegetables. I think that there are a lot of nutrients in meat, especially if you're having, meat that's not stuffed with hormones in it. Again, if you can find a local butcher, that's a great thing, you know? Anyways, we did a little bit of time on that topic, but let's move on to more savage shit because that's what we do.
Savage. Do we even have more savage stuff? I don't think we do.
No.
Do we?
Do you guys have any savage questions we can answer?
Stuff you want to ask in the comment section, things you want to know our opinions on, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Need protein, especially for men and testosterone. Yeah. So just while we're waiting for questions, I had heard that they did a study on guys who were vegan, and those guys had a super low level of testosterone. So
Hmm.
if you don't want that problem, eat
Hmm.
your meat. Eat your meat so you can beat your meat. Just joking. I'm just joking. Let me take a vote in the chat, Suni, about what we were talking about on the phone earlier.
What?
Suni and I want to touch on a very touchy subject. And we were talking about how to discuss it because her and I have a lot of people that we respect in this game of politics and social media and influencers, and we don't want to offend anybody. But at the same time, we feel like you guys could benefit from hearing us have this discussion because there's a lot of things I think people don't see when it comes to how much you listen and value what the people you follow for information say and do, right? And like with some of my favorites, Candace Owens off the jump, right? Chad Jackson from Uncle Tom, Jesse Lee Peterson, Suni,
Mhm.
I'm a fan of, Bryson, I'm a fan of, Brandon Tatum, of course, always. I love Craig. I love the Right Wing Angel. I love all those people, and they're all very different. And some of those people Suni doesn't like. Suni doesn't follow. She doesn't respect their opinion, which is cool, right?
Mhm.
But I had a question and I said, how come this person hasn't posted about the biggest topic in the world right now, which is Kanye
Mhm.
and the Juminati? How come this person hasn't really said much about it? Right? I'm not going to say who I was questioning because that doesn't matter. The point is, we want you guys to think about when you're listening to people, are you listening to them because they're saying what you want to hear? Or are you listening to them because they're saying what you need to hear?
Mhm.
Okay. There's some good influence out there. Like if I follow just for their meme content, okay? Like they just
Mhm.
give the fire memes. Now their memes have great like value, what they're saying. And some people they love memes. So to post memes is a great thing. There's some people who are just savages, like Candace. She just says stuff. Like I love how blunt she is. Um, I do.
Yeah.
I respect that. I love Tatum's heart, right? He's got big heart with everything he does.
Mhm.
Um, I love how you, Suni, you just don't give a fuck. You just don't give a you don't give two shits, man. And sometimes I'm just like, whoa, like, how is
Yeah.
she doing that? Right? Bryson's that way too. Like the fact that Bryson sometimes just like wakes up and lays in bed and says the stuff that he says that it's like genius. I'm like, how do you wake up and you're like that smart? Because I can't. I gotta have a coffee. Um, but you know what I mean? So what we want to
Yeah.
talk about is we want to talk about what that really means, like what we're actually saying here. Why do some people not comment on some of these things and some people do? Why are they afraid of that? Because we want you to understand the distinction between people like Suni and I where this is what we have, right? This is what we're trying to get to jump off. We're trying to make money doing this. And then you have the bigger people like the Candace Owens and Brandon Tatum who make a lot of money and Jesse Lee Peterson who makes a lot of money.
Mhm.
But notice Jesse Lee Peterson has never been offered a TV show or a
He
radio
hasn't.
show. He has his YouTube and that's all he has.
Yeah.
So you got to wonder.
I mean,
Why?
it's what's able to be marketed,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to appeal to a wide variety. Um, I think we appeal to wide variety. I think we appeal far more to wider variety of people and audiences with the conversations we have, but because I'm just gonna say it. I don't placate. I don't care if you're
Mm-hmm.
conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. If your take is cringe, it's cringe. I'm gonna tell you it's cringe. If your content is off the wall and it hyper focuses on one race, I'm gonna tell you that. And most people are afraid to do that, especially in the conservative realm, especially if you're black, because there is a stigma behind being pro black. I look
Mm-hmm.
at Candace as very much so pro black. Candace is pro black. Candace
Mm-hmm.
cares about the black community. Now, she does not verbalize it the way I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a person that will be like, all right, let's meet in the middle, somewhere in the middle, name of the show, where are you at? I know how to relate to specific people. And I'm too black for the conservative movement. Like, I've heard that many times. I've heard it from some very prominent conservatives who have expressed it. They've done it in public. Um, when you don't fit in a certain box and you don't talk a certain way, you don't get the looks. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very easy for me to be like, I'm gonna be conservative. I'm gonna champion Trump. I'm gonna say everything right wing, and I could have a massive following. I had it, and then I lost it all. So for me, it's like, I can see both sides. I absolutely understand. Like, I can't say this because then I'm gonna alienate my audience. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
alienate the people that were interested in working with me. And then on the other side, it's like, nah, I'm free over here because I could say
Mm-hmm.
F both of y'all, and my platforms aren't going anywhere. Now it
Mm-hmm.
takes a special person, shout out to Liddell, to see because he straight up told me, and I think you were there too. You're a big fish in a little pond. Get out, go fly. Stop being afraid to talk about the things you talk about. Don't be afraid and get on the platform and do it. It takes a
Mm-hmm.
special person to see that and want to invest in you and believe in you. And that's not a thing over here. Just like it's not a thing on the left. You have to be saying what they want you to say for you to
Mm-hmm.
have large platforms. Or
Yeah.
else you have to have a cult following, which is what Bryson has, which is what Topher has. All these people have a cult following of a core group that will follow them no matter what they say.
Right. But there's a reason why they don't have big labels and big names
Absolutely.
behind them, because the one thing that they have in common is they will not bend on their beliefs, on their core beliefs. They will not bend on it, and they won't keep their mouth shut when they feel like
Mhm.
something needs to be said. And I can tell you, because I work in TV and the entertainment industry, that if you want to be successful, you have to play the game. If you want to make money, if you want to work, you have to play the game.
Yep.
That's just what it is. Okay. So those people, even the conservative people, and I'm talking about even Trump, okay,
Absolutely.
they play the game to a certain extent. Okay. Think about this for a second. Trump was all, Ye's my friend. We're good friends. Has he commented on anything Ye has said
He has.
officially?
Bryson
Not
posted it.
What did it say? Wait a
I'll
minute.
pull it up. I'll pull it up right now
Okay,
because
okay.
I actually said, "Oh man, me and Mo were just talking about this," and it turns out he did. Now,
Oh, shit.
one, I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna give my fair criticism. Um, I think this is a bit premature on reactions, but I'm gonna play it, and I want to see what you think.
Okay.
Is
Are
this
we
it?
gonna be cut off soon?
No, we're good
Okay.
because you don't have a timer, do you?
I don't know.
I don't think you do. Okay, let me pull this up. Either way, this will be the last thing we talk about. Boom. Let's restart this.
Huge Donald Trump W. They asked Trump about Kanye West, and this is what he said.
Well, I haven't really seen the statements he's made. I did watch the Tucker Carlson interview, and he was really nice to me, beyond anybody. He was great to me.
I am actually shocked by this because he is friends with a lot of, those type of people. And the fact that Trump did not condemn or disavow Kanye West is a W in my book. Huge.
Okay, now I want to know what you think, and then I'll give my piece.
Well, I didn't understand Trump's comment. He was very nice to me. I don't understand what that because I saw the Tucker Carlson. I mean, I saw what he said about Trump.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, Trump's making it all about him. Like,
About
I made the vaccine. Yeah, he's making it all about him. And he's an expert with answering questions sometimes, but he knew
Mhm.
what to say to derail the question.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I know what he said about me.
Yeah. Very safe answer,
Come
which
on.
I kind of believe that Trump hasn't seen everything because, well, no, I don't. Never mind. Because I remember Candace once saying in an interview with Trump that she thinks he reads and just watches the news and that's where he gets his information. So I
Mhm.
find it hard to believe because that's been all over the news.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't take this as a W from Trump. I take this as this nigga was playing it
Eh.
safe. Well, he said nice stuff about me that has nothing to do with Jews. Now people will say, well, the fact that he's saying anything positive about Kanye at all is a W. But it's
Mhm.
like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You need to be intentional behind what you're saying. He is not making the same statement, nor is he giving it the Trump stamp on what he said. Because, like you
Mhm.
said, Trump is media trained. He is
Yeah.
very specific. I didn't watch it all, but he was very nice to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe the only win is that he didn't say anything either way. Like he didn't speak out against it.
Sure.
Maybe that's a win. You just which you guys have been asking for Trump to keep his mouth shut now.
We
So I
have.
guess that is a
I
win, right?
It is a win. So maybe I can't be so like stickler about it. Okay, Trump didn't speak ill of Kanye. That doesn't necessarily mean that he is not bending over because I guarantee you, if Trump gets the nomination from the RNC,
Mhm.
they're going to question him on Kanye's rhetoric in the
Mhm.
incoming debates,
Oh
up and
yeah.
coming debates. Now, that will prove if Trump is indeed controlled opposition or not. Because if he doubles down and say, nope, I agree with what Kanye is saying, Trump
Yeah.
has my vote. I'll forget the jab. I'll forget all those things, right? I won't forget the F words, the bundle of sticks. That will never be out of my mind. But if
Mhm.
you double down on this with Kanye in the debates, in any upcoming interviews you have, bro,
He got your vote. He
right,
got your
he's
vote.
got my vote.
You hear that, Trump? You
Just
got the
saying.
Sunni vote. You got the Sunni
But if he
vote.
doesn't and he backpedals, we're gonna have a problem. Then I'm
Yeah.
really gonna go full force against Trump.
But again, this goes back to what we were saying is understand why he answered that question that way.
Of course,
And if he doesn't double down and he plays it safe in the debates,
he's playing the
why
game.
he's doing that. He's playing the game. Because you guys, again, those same people that run shit in Hollywood, I mean,
They run it in politics,
they run it in politics too. So just understand that. And we're not saying this is a reason to hate somebody.
right?
I'm just curious. Okay. In the chat, those of you that are watching, drop, like, think about it for a second and drop the name of your favorite influencer that plays it a little too safe sometimes. I'm just curious.
That is
I'm
a good
just cur
question.
We didn't say it, but we wanna open it up to you guys. So drop the name of your favorite influencer, because you know what? Maybe they'll see this and maybe they'll be like, "Dang, people are noticing." Drop the name of your favorite influencer that you
Maybe.
feel either isn't commenting on this Kanye thing and you think it's kinda sus or plays it too safe all the time. Okay, so somebody said you wanna post these as they're coming up so people can see them
Sure. We got one that says probably Tatum.
from the salty cat. Okay.
Salty
What
cat.
did Trump say about the F word?
Nothing. Oh, well, they formed a rainbow coalition. I talked about this months ago. You can go back and watch on my old content when I talk about the log cabin Republicans. That's what he did. All right, so we got one that says probably Tatum.
Okay.
Tatum plays it a little too safe. What else is what is everyone else saying?
Tatum, another one for Tatum. Michael Knowles.
Michael
Dang, I
Knowles.
should be keeping a little tally here. Who the
Okay.
hell's Michael Knowles? Like, as in
He's
Beyonce
on
Knowles?
Daily Wire. He's the
Oh,
yeah, he's I don't know. I don't think he's very I don't enjoy his content, but other people do. So we have 2 for Tatum, 2 for Michael Knowles.
okay.
We're striking even.
We're straight. How many people? Do you know how many people are even watching this?
So there's a total of 27 people watching. There's 13 on Hot Mic. I can't see how many are on yours.
We got another one
3
from
on
Tatum.
Facebook. Tatum. All right. So we got 3 for Tatum, 2 for Michael Knowles. Everybody, please vote. Make this a fair vote.
Everybody. Yeah, we want to. We're not targeting. We're asking you guys honestly. I would vote for a few people to tell you the truth. You
I
know,
would too.
like it's funny because I speak since Tatum's one of the ones that's on the thing because I don't listen to Michael Knowles, but like Tatum, when it comes to police stuff and like crime stuff, like that's his specialty. So like I always tune into him for that. Um and then but when it comes to like another one for Tatum, when it comes to like real controversial stuff, I notice he does steer away, but I understand why he doesn't talk about it.
Mhm.
Um but Candace is another one that's like that.
Mm.
She's very strategic with her topics.
Oh God, we're not talking about
Candace.
voting in the general election, dude. I would have said Candace Owens before the documentary.
Mhm. Yeah, she
Yeah,
really
and
doesn't.
I will give Candace this. Candace has supported Kanye. She hasn't succumbed to saying, "Well, no, 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 I'm not going to support him." She did. She came out and said, "How is this anti-Semitic?"
Mhm.
I'll give her credit for that. So I wouldn't even put Candace in this as far as this topic goes. Now she hasn't elaborated from what I've seen, and I also don't watch her content, so I
But
could
I
be ignorant
wonder
to facts.
if her and Ben Shapiro had a little debate on the side about this because
Well,
Ben Shapiro said it was anti-Semitic.
well, you saw the reaction I did where Ben Shapiro's like, Candace Owens is dead wrong on defending him. He came out and said that. Now I don't know
Uh-huh.
if she's responded, probably not, but
Right.
we'll see.
Mm. This is
This is
hard because
hard.
some go
This is
hard on
hard.
certain subjects and some go soft others, but I would have to agree Tatum does play it safe a lot more.
So it
Yeah.
looks like we have a vote for Tatum. Kind of going soft.
So far Tatum's got 5 votes.
I think I could agree to that. I don't like you
Yeah.
said. I don't watch Michael Knowles, so I don't
Yeah.
know. But for the people that I do watch, I would definitely say Tatum plays it more safe
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
Who else do I watch? See, I don't watch people that play it safe because they irritate me.
See,
I
I do.
can't.
I watch a lot of different stuff. Shapiro doesn't understand that Kanye isn't speaking on it doesn't matter to him. He needs to like
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't care who he's speaking about. He has to defend.
Oh, she did. You'll have to send me that. I did not see that she responded. I would love to
Oh,
see that response.
send it to Suni's inbox on Instagram right now and we'll look
That's
at it.
interesting. I didn't know she responded. I mean, I'm glad she did. Shoot.
On her Instagram page, does she respond or does she respond on the Daily Wire? Maybe she did on the Daily Wire.
Maybe.
Do we look on her YouTube channel? Because sometimes she posts clips of her shows on there. We're still taking votes if you guys want to drop it in there.
Let's see.
What do you guys think
Hmm.
about our show so far? Drop those comments in there too.
Yeah, I
Let me
haven't
know.
gotten a bad review yet.
Oh shit. Shit. I don't see it. Maybe she did it on the Daily Wire.
Maybe. I'll have to find a clip later. I hope she didn't apologize. If Candace apologizes, oh my gosh, I will lose hope in humanity.
I know.
I will lose hope in humanity if she apologizes.
What is Suni's link on Instagram, Suni?
Not your token blacks. Just it's all one word, not your token blacks. Everyone gave us a 4-star. Love it, love it, love it. 4-star. Awesome. I'm happy to see Suni. It's been a while. Yeah. First time watching. I like it.
Yeah.
Pretty dope. Everyone likes
Good.
it. Awesome.
Awesome. You guys, that was our intent with the show. That's why we called it Somewhere in the Middle, because Suni and I are literally in the middle. Like that's where we meet, is in the middle. And I think that that is a beautiful thing. And I think that people can relate to that because a lot of us have friends that are like on one side and we're on the other. But we want to
Yeah.
show you guys that you can meet in the middle. You don't always have to like agree on everything, you know?
On her podcast, she said the comment. Yeah, that's what I initially brought up. She said they aren't anti-Semitic. If that was her response to Ben Shapiro, then I respect it because his comments weren't anti-Semitic.
Mm.
They came from a place of frustration. And you know what a lot of people are starting to do now? A lot of people are starting to say, well, see, he came out and said it was from a place of jealousy. And it's like, no, no, no. He is jealous of how together they are. He's not expressing, I'm jealous, so I'm coming out against him and I'm lashing out. He is talking about something that multiple rappers have talked about in the past. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dame Dash. Dame Dash went on the Breakfast Club 7 years ago and called out Leor Cohen. After that interview, Leor Cohen went on the Breakfast Club, doubled down on what Dame Dash initially said. By the way, that video is taken down from all my social media platforms for hate speech. How is that hate speech?
Right. It got taken down from my TikTok too. It's crazy.
Just saying.
Yeah. Um, some of you guys are asking if you want to follow. We'll give you our follow information real quick. I put mine in here. I'm Let's Talk Darling on everything, so you can find me on Instagram as Let's Talk Darling, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, my website letstalkdarling.com. Suni.
Yeah. Look, I've been having to duck the social media police, so I can't have the same name on everything, or I'm gonna be snatched down. So on Instagram, it's not your token blacks, all one word. On my TikTok, it is Sunni underscore the middle underscore child. And you guys can rewind this back to get all the social media handles. And on YouTube, it's just Hot Mic. Just type in Hot Mic Sunni and it'll pop up. I'm not really active on Facebook, so don't join my Facebook because there's a lot of crybabies on there. And I just have fun on there. I like to show there's a lot more ridiculousness and like cringe takes on Facebook in the comment section. You get to see how disconnected people truly are. It's the
Yeah.
wildest thing ever. It's the
Oh my
wildest thing
god.
ever.
Yeah. Suni's in the witness protection program, man. She's all over the place.
I can't have the same name on everything. Like they've one of my names is completely banned on Instagram. Like I can't type in Sunni anywhere on Instagram without them automatically shutting my stuff down.
Dang, they got you like on a list. That means.
Nothing on Instagram. Liberal Facebook,
Dang.
dude. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but it's wild. It is wild. All right. So he's saying on Candace's YouTube, go to episode 24, skip to 2750.
Episode. She doesn't number all her episodes. Videos. Let me see. Uterus in
Are
a
you pulling it up?
jar. What? Wait a minute. Transgender TikToker shows off her uterus in a jar. Hold on.
That's the video that I showed you.
That's the video you showed me?
Yep.
What? We
Yep.
never talked about that uterus situation, but
We didn't. I mean, you're bringing it up now. You might as well talk about it.
no, because we're moving all over the place. We're literally like we gotta
Okay.
get our stay on
Candace
our
on
topic here.
podcast. So we're looking for the response from her.
Oh, the
28,
podcast.
20.
She said
Yeah.
YouTube.
Well, she uploads it to her YouTube.
Oh.
24. Okay. And then she responds at 27. What's the number again?
Sorry, 2750.
Okay. All right. Let me start it like a couple seconds back.
Do what I do, Joe, every single day. Ultimately. But don't do this. This doesn't make it any better. Don't pretend because I reported on something that was actually noteworthy, that it's somehow Kanye operating me behind the scenes, but also me telling Kanye how to operate in front of the scenes. That's ridiculous. It goes on in finally to say one of the reasons Kanye's former allies believes Candace is in his ear is because until recently, he was conciliatory with Kim, seemingly agreeing that she would have the kids around the time and he would have ongoing involvement in their lives. That to me sounds like an intentional media plant that is to some sort of a cusp view. I have no idea what that's about at all. Actually, it's going to be shocking to you. I don't speak to Ye about Kim because I respect family lines. I really do. And it is not acceptable for any person to be in Kim's ear or to be in Ye's ear saying, well, here's what you need to do, here's what you need. No, they need to sit down and they need to be able to resolve these issues as a family. I do respect family. And me covering a compelling story about the Kardashians was not an attempt, a way to disrupt their family at all. It was just a way for me to do what I do on the show every single day, report on cultural topics. So TMZ, you guys are actual scumbags. And I want to say this, it's unclear whether or not the Kardashians have you on their payroll. And we're reaching out to comment, but we haven't heard back yet. Moving on into realizing the absurdity of media and how all they exist to do is tear people apart, the Daily Wire family is being attempted. They're attempting to assassinate the Daily Wire family and tear us apart with this entire Ye West story. Of course, people have asked my opinions on Kanye's tweets, and I stand by my opinions. I do not know what DEFCON 3 means. If you want to know what it means, right, I do not believe that any person thinks that DEFCON 3 means that, and if they're being honest, they do not believe that Kanye wants all Jews to be killed. I don't know what DEFCON 3 means, and I said we should ask him what his tweets meant. And by golly, if the press was honest, they would have reported on the fact that last night, Ye spoke to reporters about those tweets. Somebody asked him directly whether or not he was anti-Semitic, and he answered no. And he said that he had been hurt by a lot of people in his life. But that's not the headlines today, right? Because he was calm, he was smiling last night, and he gave a meaningful response to the idea that he's anti-Semitic. I have said, as a friend, I'm not going to assess these tweets. Instead, ask him. Ask him what he meant, okay? Because I'm not buying the narrative, and I will not buy the narrative that Kanye wants all Jews dead. I think that's stupid.
There you go. I'm not going to play too much more of it because I don't want our channel to get a copyright strike. Candace does what Candace always does. She gave an objective, truthful answer, which is what a lot of us have said. I don't know what he meant by it. I do know what. Now, he said it was a typo and he meant DEFCON, which is cool.
Yeah. But the
we
fact
know
that
what DEFCON 3 means.
Yeah. Just Google it. And it's not death, DEATH. That's what everybody's saying, and it's bugging me because he misspelled it, and he even said I misspelled it.
Yes.
And everybody's still saying DEFCON 3. It's DEFCON 3.
Mo's like, it's DEF, DEF, DEF. Anyways,
high alert.
Thank you, Dan Ferguson. I'm not going to keep explaining this. I've already explained it. Candace Owens responded. She gave the response that most of us gave with a sensible brain. He's not anti-Semitic. He's expressing his frustration. You have a group of people in the entertainment and in politics that feel like they have a stronghold over the Black voice, and they make it known that they do, which is why they perpetuate ridiculous stereotypes that we all fight against. So if we are indeed trying to attack culture, then that would mean attacking the Jewish people at the top who use us as a minstrel show. Sorry if that offends people. Actually, I'm not sorry. That's what it comes down to. And I agree with him on his DEFCON 3 assessment. All it means is it's an elevated sense of awareness. I am preparing for an attack, which is what is happening.
My kids be on DEFCON 3, my whole household, okay? I wake up and I'm like, y'all better get on some DEFCON 3 right now. They know what time it is. But it's because he said death. It's because he said death that they literally took it like I'm threatening your life.
Which is a very, conservative. It's a very liberal thing to do. Extremely liberal. And more people need to speak out. Sorry. I'm going to be waiting for more people to speak out and be like, hey, this is not what he said. Stop it. Or are people going to remain scared? Because right now, I see a lot of folks that are scared. They don't want to piss off their Jewish friends. Hey, My Jewish friends know what it is.
It's like the same thing, like, when BLM came out, Black Lives Matter, like, every white person was trying to be like to their black friend, "Your life matters to me. Your hair and skin is beautiful." Dude, that shit was so annoying. That's what this is, but with the opposite. It's like with a different, a different group of people. Now it's with the Jews, like, "Yay, Hanukkah, like, I support the Jews. Chala, chala, chala." Whatever.
Mo, you got a super chat coming from Sean Ye. That's the homie.
Oh,
He
yeah,
said
he's always on
yay
my
over a
YouTube.
little Ben. Ooh,
Thank you.
I agree with that.
This is gonna I don't we gotta figure this out, Suni, because this show is our show. We're gonna figure this
We'll
out.
figure it out off camera.
I'll send it to you in wherever you're at.
My people will contact your people.
She said, "Bitch, my Cash App works just fine." So
It
Suni said,
does.
"I'm about to go DEFCON 3 on Mo if she don't, bitch better have my money." She said, I want 50% of the $6.99." Well, honey, YouTube just took 35%. Just so y'all, let me put you onto some games. So whatever you guys super chat in here, you know what we should do, Suni, is we should probably set up an account for us so that people, if they want to like donate, because
Yeah.
I would rather you guys don't super chat because YouTube takes 30%.
I mean, TikTok is even worse, but that's another topic for another show.
Right. But this, but still, I want us to like, I want you
For
guys, if you're
sure.
going to donate to us, which we really appreciate, for us to get all the damn money, right? I'm just
You
joking.
should.
See, that's so
Cut the
Jewish of
middleman
me.
out.
Maybe I am Jew after all.
No,
Get a
we're
Cash
learning
App.
from the Jews, all right? They have
I'm
figured out
learning.
the system. They got the cheat
Listen,
code, and we're gonna replicate the cheat code.
I appreciate the Jews so much. Dude, I love our show. I really do love this show.
It's fun. We get to
We're
come
having a
on
lot
here
of
and
fun.
I think we toe the line. We don't go too far, but we also don't censor.
We
Like
might.
I
We
think
might
we
go
do.
too far sometimes. Don't put it past us.
We'll see. We'll see next week. What is the topic going to be next week? You never know.
You never
Wait to
know.
see what happens in trending news because it'll probably be a subject on here, and you guys get two different opinions. Now, I am far more extremist than Mo is. I
Yeah.
know this. Like,
I'm
I have
really
no
nice.
problem admitting it. I'm nice off camera. Very much so. I'm like the sweetest person ever, but you'll never know that.
Mm-hmm. She really is. I'm the same person, right? Am I the same person on or off camera? What
You
would you
are.
say? I am the same person. So what you're seeing on here is what you're going to get if I were to talk to you like I talked to Suni. But Suni probably like this is the part about me that Suni's like, oh my gosh, she just like rolls her eyes because I'm so sometimes in the middle and like about things. Suni's like, Mo, I'm
fucking
just gonna
side.
pray for you. Yeah, she's like, I'm just gonna pray for you, and eventually you'll pick a side. She just waits. She's patient.
You know what? That is, before we hit off, that is a conversation that we had. There would be things that I would bring up to Mo, and she's like, no, Suni, it's not that. And I'm like, you know what? People will see on their own time. And I'm the same way. I cannot learn if someone is saying, hey, don't do this, because then that makes me want to go do it even more. Like, why not? I'm going to do it. And then
Right.
something happens, and I'm like, oh, dang, that's why they said that. And that's how most people are. They'll fight
Yeah.
me, but then they'll be like, damn, bro, you got a point. I get what you're saying now, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I love that.
Mhm. Yeah.
It just lets you know that what I'm saying makes people think. And it's a seed that's planted that comes back around. And they're like, dang, bro, you did say that.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing.
Tom McDonald. Oh, hell. Shout out to Fabian.
Why did
Suni
you
was
bring
trying
it
to-
up? I was
Listen,
purposely not saying
listen.
anything.
Let me just say something to you right now, okay? I'll do the clap. I'm getting ghetto on y'all. Suni was trying to get away from this topic because she knew she was about to get worked. DEFCON.
Bro, why did you
Shout
bring
out to
that up?
Fabian. That is the
Why?
best comment of the night. Why did you really want to talk about that, Suni? You being shady. You didn't want to hear what I had to say. 'Cause your argument was dead in the water.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Hey, we could duke it out for another 20 minutes, bro. If you
Okay, you go first.
go first. First of all,
I gotta get my clips ready. Hold on just
go
a
ahead,
second.
get your clips ready.
You
So
talk.
while
Go
she's
ahead and
getting
talk.
her clips ready, this was my opinion on Tom McDonald. There was a Rolling Stones article that came out. Now, for the people to say Rolling Stones is a very liberal source and they suck, so is CNN. So is Fox News. Sorry, Fox News is not very conservative anymore, but we pick and choose which outlets we want to accept the news from. I'm not a person that does that. I will read every single news source, find out what the truth is, and go from there, right? So, one thing that you cannot do in media, and Mo can vouch for this, you cannot misquote someone. And if you do, you have to come back out and fix it because at that point, it's considered libel, which you can then sue the media companies. Tom McDonald has enough money to do that. Okay? He does. So he did this interview with the Rolling Stones, and he essentially walks back everything that he raps about. Now, Mo's defense is going to be, but he never said he was conservative. He didn't have to. You don't have to come out and say you're anything. I don't believe in putting people in boxes. So fine, he didn't come out and say it, but this motherfucker is also rapping about things that he doesn't even believe in. And you know what's happening? Conservative, once again, you're supporting Canada. This is my gripe. You're supporting an artist in another country that is not even experiencing what you experience in yours. Why are you not supporting Topher? How come Bryson doesn't have a bigger following? I rest my case. That's it.
That was whack, dude. That was
That's it.
whack. Just like, hold on. I gotta log into my thing here.
Oh, he did
Dude.
say he's center right. Hey, then that fuels my fire even more. You're not center right because you're making fun of the people who are fighting vaccine mandates and mask mandates. That was whack.
Okay, I'm having some issues getting into my Gmail right now. Hold on.
Of
Shut up, sweetie.
course.
Shut up. Oh, here we go. Hold up.
And
Keep
he's
talking.
making exactly. It's called grift. And you know who else is a grifter since we're on this whole MAGA thing? Loza Alexander decided I'm going to put up my MAGA hat and get involved in truth rap. No, what you're doing is you're finding out you can't tap into this audience and it's not lucrative. So now you're going to go outside of it and start some damn truth rap as if you're not going to be rapping about the same shit. Come on. This is how I view it.
What the
Grifters.
heck? Dude, I don't know what's
Grifters.
going on here.
Hey, Salty Cat, I agree with Suni. Wait till you hear. Wait, don't say you agree with me yet. Wait till you hear Mo's side. Just wait.
Listen, I'm gonna listen. Just stay subscribe to me because I'm gonna post these videos on my story when I get it together. I was unprepared for this. Okay, but let me just tell you something right now. I have videos from 2 separate interviews where somebody asked Tom, "How do you come up with what you rap about?" And he said, "To be honest with you, I just watch the news and I just rap about the stuff that I hear." So he's literally taking things that he hears people posting on social media or talking about on the news, and he creates his lyrics from that. Okay. To me, I liken that to an artist, right? There's artists that get up there and they just start painting, and you say, "Well, where did you get this?" "I don't know. It just came to me." That's literally what he said. He said in this interview, "I don't care about politics. I don't care. I don't really care at all." Now, the big deal was made in this article about him wearing a mask and talking about how his girlfriend wears a mask. Now, I have followed Tom for a long time, and I was watching a live when one day he had to take, this was early on in COVID, he had to take his girlfriend, and he was terrified that she was going to die. She literally like suffocated on the floor of their house because she has really bad, I think it's asthma. So I understand what they were trying to do in that magazine article is they were trying to make him look like this mask fanatic. And that's not really what it is. He said in the article, "Listen, when you have been through what I've been through with my girlfriend and her health issues, I'm going to wear the mask." Okay. So I'm not going to judge him on that. And again, I'm for freedom to do whatever the hell you want to do with your mask or not mask. So if he wants to wear a mask, I don't care. My point is this, his music has a great message. Has a great message, right? So like if it's speaking to somebody and it's getting somebody hyped up, I could care less if you're really living that life, to tell you the truth. Like, I don't go to a rapper and be like, yeah, this rapper raps about this. I wonder if he's really doing this. I don't think about that. I'm like, this beat is sick. These words are whatever. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I look at music. Shut up, Sudi. Who who won in the chat, y'all?
Hey, you know what? You just sounded like a bunch of feelings. As long as he's saying things.
Ah, no, no, no. I'm just saying it'd be different. It'd be different if he really did put out there that he cared about politics, that he had a viewpoint one way or another, but he has said multiple times that he didn't.
Okay, this is what I'm going to bring up to you. All right. Rockefeller wants McDonald to get vaccinated too, but he's reluctant. He's had health scares before, misdiagnosed by doctors. The vaccine was likely safe, which is fraud, he thought, but only when you compare it to COVID-19. That is where I get off the train with Mr. Tom McDonald.
Mm.
What science proves that? What science proves your mask? Now, what I hear him saying is, my girlfriend is a woman and she's being ridiculous, and I'm just going to adhere to her being psycho. She she passed out when she got a shot. Bro, what? And I had to take her to the front lawn to wake her up. You don't get and wait, what makes it worse? He raps about being pro life, right? How
Mhm.
can you say life on Mars is more important to life on Earth? And then you know what he says? I never said I was pro life. I was just viewing it. Why are conservatives supporting someone who's pro abortion?
But but again, that speaks to, listen, that's not his fault that conservatives are supporting him. They should do their, if it's really that important to them, they should do their research on how he feels as a person.
Hmm.
See, this is the problem, is that people will look at comedians or musicians or celebrities and think that they know everything about them from what they see in their
Hmm.
music or their movies, right? Like, that's so dumb. I think that this is just, he just has the gift of putting together. I love his music. I love his music. It gets me fired up. It gets me fired up. It really does.
Okay, so if we're being consistent,
Oh, Jesus. Now you're going to bring up the C word.
we're being consistent. Thank you, Salty Cat. Thank you.
He's only grifting
He's
if you give him the
grifting.
money.
But we give Loza heat for this very thing. You're rapping about things that you don't live. Why are you rapping it? And I
Actually,
agree with
I
you.
actually I personally don't give Loza heat because he's rapping about things. His shit's not that good to me. And I think he's a fucking corny ass dude.
Somebody's gonna send Loza the part of this interview.
Yeah, like, I just think that's just my thing. Like, he just seemed slimy to me from the
Mhm.
beginning, and like, ghetto. Okay. Like, the first time I saw Loza, he was sitting in a train station waiting for Queen to pick him up because he was gonna go beat Brandon Tatum's ass over something. I don't remember, I forget what it was.
I
But
know
that
shit.
was like that was my first exposure to him, and I was just like, dude, you're a beta. Beta. You're a beta. Okay.
I don't believe in people being deceptive. Like, come on.
I don't think he's being deceptive, though. I don't think he's being deceptive. He's
How
been very forthcoming
how
with
can you
where
not? Okay, go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
I think he's been very forthcoming about him not really caring about politics and not having a
Mhm.
viewpoint either way. If you listen to him say, I literally watch social media and the news, and that's what I make my songs about.
By default, if we're defining grifter, he falls into that category based off what you're saying right here, right now. Well, I just watch the news and I rap about it.
Mhm.
And I see it's a market. So I'm just gonna go exploit. This is no different than what Jews do. I'm gonna go exploit. He learned from the Jews. And
He
make
probably is
money
Jewish.
and make shit ton of money. And there's other things that go on behind the scenes. I'm not going to bring them up because they're not my stories to tell. But there are other things that are fueling my opinion. Like, bro, you're shitty. And anyone supporting you in this movement, you need to stop now. You can't call out Loza, you can't call out Tom without holding them to the same standard. Loza's losing views because he's a fucking grifter, and people can see you're not a patriot. You don't really give a shit about the things we're experiencing in our country. You don't care. So why rap about it and then make money off the backs of others? And conservatives, you're stupid for supporting him.
Mm.
Support the rappers that are actually doing, support the rappers that pioneered this entire genre. Whether he wants to be a part of it or not, his talking points are right wing, which puts him automatically in this category.
Yeah, I mean, somebody just put it in there. Salty cat. I get what Mo was saying. Some people sing gospel, but they're not practicing Christians. The music's still good though, but I still think McDonald's a grifter. So let me give you an example of a grifter, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. David J. Harris is a fucking grifter. If you guys follow him, listen. Sudi might think she corners the market on being greasy, but I get greasy sometimes too. David J. Harris is a grifter. Okay, let me tell you why. Because nothing he posts is original content. Nothing. Okay, he literally takes stuff. If he's not sitting on a plane, thank you. Everybody looking at his shirt. If he's not sitting on a plane, making people look at his shirt and going live on it, he is just reposting these salacious, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to freak you out story. And oh, by the way, here's a little shop link to buy the shirt that matches this story to you. Okay. Tom McDonald is actually coming up with his own song. So that's why I don't label him as a grifter. Okay.
Mhm.
In my mind, a grifter is like fake all around. I don't think Tom is a fake all around. I think people have assumed that because of what he sings and raps about, that he
Mhm.
has a certain political viewpoint. And shame on you for assuming that. Because you should do your research. But also at the same time, I don't like, just like anybody, I don't just like listen to somebody's music and that is like the end all be all for me. I listen to hip hop music and half of those people have committed crimes. Does that make me a bad person?
No, no,
Right.
not at all.
Because they don't rep-
Like I said, it's coming from a different space with me. And if I had the people on here who have had
You want
conversations with
Bryson.
me,
Bryson.
no, it's not even just Bryson. It's not just Bryson. If I had those people here and they were like, "Yeah, I'll get on here and talk about it," then I think you would understand what I'm saying even more. Even more.
Well, then hit me up. You got my number. We could talk personally about this. We
We
talk about
can.
everything. You need to
We
let me know
can.
what you know. Cause see, I'm coming from what I know. So if there's more to it that I don't know,
Hey,
put your girl on.
he can do whatever he wants, right? Do whatever he wants. It's a free country. But I'm not supporting a Canadian rapper. Fuck you, guy. It's America first here. You don't live here. Rap about Canada. Rap about Trudeau. And what's even worse, and listen, this is what I'll say and I'll leave it here. Go listen to Bryson Gray's Evil Rulers and think about this conversation we're having now. When you listen
Okay.
to the bars in that song, now these are actual bars. You're probably going to have to rewind it and be like, "Oh, snap, he said this." You will understand what I'm saying. This ties into what Kanye has said. It brings everything full circle. So please go stream Bryson Gray's Evil Rulers. If you're on iTunes, go buy it on iTunes. That song should be at the top of the charts. Why is it not? He could put this whack ass sheeple song out. That song is garbage, bro. That song is it's got the worst hook ever. It's got the wackest cliche bars in it. It's trash. Why is it trending?
Hold up. Loza swallows his own kids. Oh, that's a fact. That was confirmed by his girlfriend.
Yo, y'all gotta chill, bro.
Hey, she put it out there on a live. It's free game.
Ew.
Listen. Ugh.
I don't even have nothing in yeah.
Man, I feel like we just need to close it with that. Loza swallows his own kids. Have a good night. Just joking.
Do you have any closing remarks before we head out of here?
Before we head out of here, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Let's Talk Darling, specifically on what's it called? TikTok. Because I'm almost I'm almost to 1,000 followers, Suni.
Ooh, and then we can go live
And then we can
together.
go. So if you guys want us to go live on the Talker, then subscribe to me on TikTok.
Do
I'd
it.
be doing some stuff over there. I'd be
Yeah,
doing some crazy.
You know why I haven't? You know what's crazy? I found out I cannot go viral in this country because my content only reaches Japanese people unless they follow me, which
Oh,
is
because of your
whack.
location.
Yes, I'm like, TikTok, you are full of shit. Y'all trying to make sure this message don't get out to nobody else. So I'm pretty sure when I get back home, it'll be completely different. But for right now, I'm struggling on TikTok.
You know, my metrics tell me that my biggest reach is in Australia.
Really?
Australia. Yeah.
Why? Australia, bro, I'm right next to you. What the?
I don't know. It's really weird. And then UK, I think no, it's the United States and then the UK. They're like my top 3.
Yeah. Well, guys,
so
thanks for hanging with us on this Friday evening.
I got hoes in different area codes.
I got hoes. I like that song.
We should close out with that.
If I could, I would.
We can't?
No, because they'll get us. They'll be like,
are you sure? What does it matter if we're streaming it right now?
They come back.
If
My
we're
name,
ending
listen,
it.
my name is on this, okay? They don't care. Sunny Blanks, bitch, you're getting a copyright strike.
Oh,
They
okay.
come back.
Oh shit.
My name, listen, my name is on this.
Oh shit, sorry. I was about to
Anyways.
cue it up.
Y'all come back next Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll have some more trending topics. Let us know in the comment section who won the debate, the Tom MacDonald debate. I'm pretty sure it's me. I just got to dust my shoulders off real quick.
Real quick, just who won it? Just say it.
Mo was appealing to feelings.
Don't be fake. Y'all don't be fake. Don't be. I know y'all are scared of Suni because you don't want her to come after you.
Yo, look at her. Look at this. This is called gaslighting. Them being afraid of me has nothing to do with this conversation.
I know y'all are afraid of Suni. You don't want to be the topic of her next live, but just tell the truth. Who won the Tom MacDonald? Put what do we put in the chat?
I mean, an S or an M.
Love you, Mo, but I gotta side with Suni on this one.
I got one.
60%, 40%. Y'all are about to get. Listen, I'm about to make a YouTube video about y'all called "One Way Dead End Followers." Hey, Fabian gave me a win. Fabian.
This is interesting. Okay.
By definition, Suni wins because he's a grifter. Ain't no one scared of nobody. Suni wins. Damn, but that's your friend. All right, whatever. Y'all are a bunch of bitch ass.
Mo's like, fuck all you hoes.
Yeah. Suni with the win. Whatever, y'all.
So it looks like Suni wins this debate. All right. We'll come back with some more debates. There will probably be debates Mo beats me on because I don't appeal to feelings very much. And I know some people feel like I need to be more empathetic, but then I'm like, who's been right and who's been wrong in this situation? My feelings have not gotten in the way of my judgment. Just saying. But thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
You're bringing up the Christian Walker.
No, I will leave that alone because I feel like I beat the dead horse on that enough to where people were like, okay, she got a point. All right.
All right, guys. Love you.
Tap out.
Bye.